Good morning children, how are you? Welcome back to another session. As we know, in the previous session we are doing the lesson 4, right? The centipede song. So please keep your textbooks, pencil, eraser ready. So today we are going to do the textbook exercises. Please you don't have to write anything now. Just concentrate on what I am explaining. I will send you the pictures of this. You can write it down. So concentrate what I am explaining in the class. So the first topic will be, let's open the page number 22. Hope you are all ready, children. Yes. The first one is, so in the last session we already did new words, right? New words, meanings. Hope you understood, because repeatedly 2 sessions we are trying to understand the meanings of the words. Yes, hope you got it. Yes, so try to, if you are not getting it, try to read bit by bit. That's what I do in order to understand the sentence. So you also try it, you will get it. Okay children. Next, first we will go with the understanding the text. Okay, let me read this. Take a bit I am doing. Take the correct option and fill in the blanks. Let's see. First one, it says a centipede has dash legs. How many legs we talked about now? So last class, a bit. What will be the first answer would be? It has, answer is A. You not only you tick the correct answer, but you are going to write on the fill in the blank also. 40,000. So how many legs it have? It have 40,000. Let's go with the next one. Second one, it crunches on the, what would be the answer? The answer would be B, gravel. Children, meanwhile if you can write, or else you don't have to worry, or if you want to sit there and listen, concentrate here, no problem. Anyway, I am going to send these pictures for you so that you can write in the textbook. Okay. The third one would be, let me read this. A centipede marches in the shade, sunlight, dark. So as we talk, you see, answer would be A, shade. The fourth one, the centipede is sad, happy or upset. The centipede is upset. See, what we talked about it. See, doesn't care, he is happy as long as their shoes are in good condition. So the answer would be happy. So it will be B as an answer, happy. Move on to the next one, fifth one. It has to keep its 40,000 shoes in, is it a good repair, poor condition, or in a bad way? In a good repair. Good repair means what we have learned? It should be in a good condition. So answer would be A, good repair. Right? Hope you got these answers. First one is 40,000. Second one, gravel. Gravel means small stones. Shade, happy, and good repair. Hope you got this, children. So if you are done with this, move on to the B bit. What B bit says? Think and answer. B bit says think and answer. Think and answer. Read these lines from the poem. Hope you are following me, children. Please put your index finger. This is the index finger on the sentence so that you won't divert yourself. Read these lines from the poem. Except to have his 40,000 shoes in good repair. What do you mean by shoes in good repair? Good repair means shoes in a good condition. Yes children, what we learn about good repair means they should be in a good condition so that it can walk freely. Why does a centipede have to keep shoes in good repair? Why? Do you have any guesses? You know, looking at the picture, you can imagine, because most of the, I will compare this with some creature. It looks like I have seen in the bathroom, especially from the drainage they come, they crawl, they look very similar to this centipede children. See, they will be in the water, they will be on the ground, they will be walking on the pebbles. So obviously when they are moving on different objects, different things, their shoes should be in a good repair, right? That's what I think. See, what this topic is saying is think and answer. So my answer would be different, your answer would be different. Yes children? So if you ask me what I think why does a centipede have to keep his shoes in a good repair? So that it can walk freely on different objects, different things. See, when we are talking about gravel, we said it is a small stones. Small stones, some are sharp also. If they are walking on that, their feet will get hurt, no? So, why does that's what I think the centipede wants their shoes to be in a good condition. That's what I think. Okay? Think about this. You also maybe you have different answers. Okay? Everyone have their own opinion on this. So think about it. Hope it is clear with this question. So move on to the next topic. Page number 23. Move on to the page 23. Let's see what we have. Understanding words. Here the letters are jumbled here and there. So we have to keep them in order so that a proper form of word will you'll see. First one, let's see. Unjumble the names of animals using the clues given. So these are the names of the animals. Names of the animals, the letters are jumbled. We have to put in a proper form so that we know what is the animal is. Let's see. First one is, it is called the ship of the desert. The first one, which is called the ship of the desert. Ship of the desert is camel. The letters are jumbled. So if you put in a proper order, we will get in this word. The second one, it hisses. So which animal does that? Snake. Yes. So that is the sound of a snake. Hiss. Like that it makes the sound. Third one, it likes to eat bananas. Which animal likes to eat bananas? Any guesses? Usually it jumps on the trees and come out inside. They'll come into our house and drop all our things and make a mess and go leave whatever they want to eat. They'll eat and go. Monkey. So they like to eat bananas. The next one would be, it is a playful water animal. It is a water animal, but it is very playful. Usually in a few countries also this animal shows happens because it does different circus feats. Yes. So I know you can't make a guess of this. This is a dolphin. animal has a pouch that keeps its baby in the pouch? Any guesses? Jumps around like it, hops a lot. So it is kangaroo. Hope you got it. This, the first one is camel, second one is snake, third one is monkey, fourth one is dolphin, and the last one would be kangaroo. Okay, so move on to the next topic, listening. Listen carefully to the story of an ant and the grasshopper. Narrate it in your own words. So I am going to tell you a story of this ant and the grasshopper. So listen carefully. But we will do end of this session. Let me finish with the remaining topics, and I will tell you the story. I know you are very excited. So let me finish the other topics and we will do the story definitely. And the next topic would be speaking. See children, English is all about speaking, listening, writing, and see there are so many we can do. So what we say, listen carefully, speak politely, write neatly, read fluently. So that's what English says. So we have a listening. I know you are very excited with the story. We will do it later. But let me introduce with the speaking topic. Here the topic is given about family. We all live in a family, yes. You have a family, I have a family, everyone will have a family. Right? There are many members in the family. Members means how many people are there in the family. So if you were to ask me how many members are in the family, I have 4 members. So the family which have 4 members, let's say father, mother, brother and sister, it's called a small family. Small family means only few members will be there. If you are talking about large family, big family means other than parents or children, there will be grandfather, grandmother, uncle, aunt, cousins, everyone will be there. That family is called large family or big family. Tell the class about your family. You can speak on the following points. So this is just I want to help you how to speak on this topic. So there are some clues are given, like the number of members in the family. So when you want to talk about the family, you can take these clues and speak about a few 5 lines. I know you are studying in 3rd grade. You can speak about 5 lines, I guess. So taking in the clues, I have 4 clues. So 4 sentences would be nice. Names of the members, their likes and dislikes, how you spend time with them, like that. Okay children, so taking in the clues, so let me example. Let me take it as I am studying in 3rd grade. If you ask me like speak about your family, I will say my family is a small family. I have a mother, father, brother and me. Okay, so we have 4 members in our family. So I already told you the numbers of members in the family and the names. Names can be, let's take it X, Y, Z, W. Please take it as, you can tell any names. You can tell about your family, or if you are writing, you can take any names also, and their likes and dislikes. I like teaching. I like drawing. My brother likes to play outdoor games. My mother loves cooking and craft work. My father likes gardening. Yes, so you can speak like that. And how you spend time? See, we will spend time during whenever we have a time, because my mother works, my father works, we go to school, and evening when everyone during the dinner time, we talk about different things, or we'll all go spend time by watching movies, go to theater and watch movies, or once in a while we have a picnics. And when we get the summer holidays, we'll go out of station to spend time with our grandparents, Yes, that is how a family spend time. So you can speak on this, on so many things about your family, taking these clues, like all these. Hope you got it, children. And moving on to the next topic, writing. Is one of the important topic. So we will do in the next class, children, about the story, about the writing topic. I still remember, I know I owe you that story. This writing and pronunciation is there. We will do in the next session. And homework will be learn meanings. Meanings from this lessons, which is on the page 22. Hope you enjoyed these sessions, children. I know you are excited. I will tell you definitely the story in the next session. Thank you. Have a good day.